Today we're going to be talking about finding the vertex from factored form. The vertex from factored form. So usually we see a vertex form quadratic, something like maybe x minus 1 squared plus 2. And we know there our vertex is 1, 2. Our vertex form, we might have y over f of x equals this, equals our equation. So we're used to seeing that, but we're not used to seeing and finding a vertex from something of the form x plus 2 or times x plus 4, and finding the vertex that way. So similar to what we did in the last video, which my video was on the zero product property, we are going to set each of our parentheses or all of our parentheses equal to 0 individually. So let's do that. X plus 2 equals 0. X is going to be equal to -2. And in our other equation, x plus 4 is 0. So we're left with x is -4. All right, so we have our two solutions, or two zeros. We went over this in the last video. Our two solutions are two zeros. Our two roots, we have -2, -4. What we're going to do to find the 0 is we're going to add these two numbers up. -2 plus, I'm going to write plus negative. Usually you can just write minus. Okay, for this one, we're going to add these up and then divide by 2. So -2 plus -4 is -6 over 2, and that will give us -3. So this number is going to be the x value of our vertex. Right, x value. Right, vert right here. Abbreviation. I'll write vertex. Vertex. So if we're trying to find the vertex, this is our first coordinate. Our job is to find the next coordinate, the y coordinate, and we can do that multiple ways. So we can plug this into what we're going to do is probably just plug it into our factored form. If you had it in a different form, you could also plug it in that as well. So we're going to take this x plus 2, x plus 2, x plus 4. We're going to plug in -3 for where x is, and what we're left with is going to be our y value of the vertex. So we're going to do -3 plus 2 times -3 plus 4, and -3 plus 2 is -1 times -3 plus 4 is 1, so I'll be left with -1. So our vertex is going to be -3, -1. And we could rewrite this. We'll probably do this at a different point. Rewrite from factored into vertex form. But let's do another example. I'm going to erase this right now, so if you don't have it, please pause the video or rewind. Just give me one moment. Okay, here we go. So for this one, we are going to do the form x minus 5 and x minus 1. So again, we are going to set both of these equal to 0. We should have a y at the beginning, so we're going to set y equal to 0. It should be, there's a y, set y equal to 0. And then it will be x minus 5 equals 0. X is 5. And then x minus 1 is 0. And x is 1. So here are our two solutions. We can write them as x equals 5 and 1. So our job is to add them up, 5 plus 1, and then divide by 2. So 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 over 2 is 3. I think the last one was also 3, which is funny. But it's not always going to be 3. So this is our x value of the vertex, like the last one. Same answer, I think. So that might have been -3, sorry. So we have 3, and we're looking for a y value. So we're going to plug this number 3 into wherever x is. So x is right here and right there. X minus 5, x minus 1. So we're gonna do an arrow right here. With 3 minus 5 times 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 5, -2, times 3 minus 2, which is 2, and that'll be -4. So that's our y value of the vertex. Like I did in the last one, we could rewrite this as a vertex form, but that's not the point of the video right now. So please pause the video, write this down if you don't have it, and we're going to jump into our last example. All right, one more moment and then we'll get started. So our last one here is x minus 5, x plus 1. So again, we're set, it should be equal to y, but we want to set it equal to 0. So it's going to be x minus 5 is equal to 0. It's kind of messy. Sorry, x minus 5. X minus 5 is equal to 0 when x is 5. Also, if we have x plus 1 equal to 0, we move that over, we get -1. X is 5 and -1. So again, we're going to add them up. I'm going to do over here. 5 plus -1 over 2, left with 4 over 2 is equal to 2. And then I am going to let you plug in where I'm going to let you find the y value of vertex, so that you're just going to plug in 2 for where x is. And x is right here and right there.